that we remove this debate by giving the responsibility to the politicians, because the politicians always will have their vested interests. And like Dr. Ari said, and I want to agree with him, it should be in the curriculum.
But they give a promissory note that they'll uphold, the tenets of the Constitution.
Yes, I know. That's one thing. But we grew up, we had an oath, we went to school. It should be in the curriculum, in the civic education of this country, not to leave it to the politicians to educate, because the politicians have vested interests. So and they'll always have vested interests. It should be within, it should be a policy directive, which starts at the executive, it is implemented by the legislature, and then it moves on. There's a process for this. And that is why it must be inculcated that the history of a country. Countries learn their history. The Americans are taught about their history and how they reached where they reached. They don't leave it to the Democrats and the Republicans to explain it, because they will give it, it will have a self-interest in it. It must be inculcated. There must be a policy on it. It comes out, the way policy papers are generated. It must be within the curriculum and the education system of this country.
That said, Dibal, I would like us to go to Article 3 of the Constitution. Every person has an obligation to respect, uphold, and defend this Constitution. Every person. How
will you defend it?
Not government,
yes,
not education, all of us. So what we are saying is that as Kenyans, this conversation, and I like what Dr. said earlier, even what we are doing on this table is important. We are saying this is our Constitution. We have to defend it. We are defending it. We are saying that as long as you are a Kenyan, understand what it is saying and live by it. But we are also saying that it's not only for the politicians. Indeed, politicians don't have interest of defending this.
Exactly.
They are only looking for other ways of trying to change it. It is for us all, even for us
to respect.
Yes, even in the fourth estate.
Yes,
all of us.
All of us.
Okay, so the question is respecting and upholding the Constitution. We've seen also the executive, most of the times, not once, not twice, going and abrogating what actually is within the Constitution, forming the multi-agency task on fighting corruption. We also saw previously, I think in last year, that the courts also slammed him down when he was trying to come up with a task force on revising, is it revising or looking at the public debt? Public debt, that particular task force.
It was auditing.
It was an audit. Auditing, the public audit of the debt, isn't it? So how come the president has been, so egregiously violating what is within the Constitution?
We need
knowing very well, not even him. Going back to Uhuru Kenyatta as well, we have the chief administration secretaries who are there, the position that is not really enshrined in the Constitution. It was also declared unconstitutional. Now, we don't have it anymore.
Dibal, what you are saying is that constitutions are here to check power. And power left unchecked will always go out of the rule of law. So whatever you're seeing, the president thinks there's a problem with corruption. He is looking for a solution. In his mind, he's looking for a solution. But in our mind, those solutions are outside the Constitution. So we are telling him, why don't you come back and look at the Constitution and make sure that what you're trying to do is within the Constitution. So power must always be checked, and that is why we need constitutions. Will that power always try to go outside the Constitution? Absolutely. Will they get away sometimes? Yes. They can even get away with an amendment to the Constitution, and that will be a legal thing to do. But will they be held back? Yes, they have been held back several times by the courts. Remember when Uhuru came together with the BAMBA and they decided BBI? Yes. They were all agreed. And for a moment, it was like they will get their way. What did the courts do? Held them back. What did the people say? You cannot change that. What did they say? That there are certain structures in this Constitution that you can't just mutilate. They said you cannot dismember the Constitution, even if you are trying to amend. So there is a good jurisprudence coming out. There is good practice coming out. And to me, this is good for all of us.
Prime Cabinet Secretary.
Is they going to keep on running away? Yes.
Prime Cabinet Secretary, where is it? In the
I leave Jennifer to deal with it. But the point is,
you're the one who said there's good. You defend that. Why are you leaving it to me?
Okay, let me say this.